Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover. As the title shows, for one, King Crooked looks to have had enough of the accusations directed at him in regards to Eminem and chose to address it on Twitter recently. And today we also have more on Lupe Fiasco. Following the news last week involving him, Crook and Royce, some older clips and tweets have resurfaced on platforms like Reddit that sparked discussions recently. And before we dive into the details, if you enjoy content like this, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll start with King Crooked, focusing on drama from his daily discussions on Twitter that keeps thousands entertained on the platform, along with the education about hip-hop that goes with that. And this is much welcomed by most hip-hop fans, and every now and then we get comedy gold out of it, like this during the interactions. A user recently asked him, "Which three rappers, Crook, do you think can out-rap Eminem on the same track?" And this was his response. "Is that you, Marshall? Might be the burner, you never know." Now this got the timeline laughing, but on the Twitter streets you never know, to be honest. I don't know if anyone remembers when NBA star Kevin Durant got busted on several occasions of using burner accounts on social media, so you never know. But with Crook's interactions on Twitter, there's always those who take offense whenever he talks about Eminem, and they ignore the fact that he talks about a wide range of topics on the daily and focus on that. So recently a user shared this picture of Crook with 50 and Eminem, and he quoted it with the caption, "Coachella, I'm sorry mama, my favorite part of the show." And this was enough to trigger the ignoramus. As a black man, what's it gonna take for you to stop just riding Eminem? You and Royce the 5'9" are two of the most assimilating housemen in the industry. Get off your slave ship already. Now, Crook has addressed people who come for him because of Eminem in the past. I even covered a story about the crap show when he dropped his top 5 rappers and included Eminem that pissed off a lot of people. Some even went as far as claim that the only reason he included M was because M was his boss, one that left Crook confused at the time. And in reaction to this one, Crook went in. "You need to take a very honest look at yourself and ask why this non-issue concerns you, because every single day I discuss plenty of rappers, and yet the only time you use valuable energy to chime in is when you see Eminem." Now, like I said before, Crook talks about a wide range of topics and educates younger hip-hop fans on a daily basis, but here we are, and the user response. "Your Twitter page is usually a very nice stroll down memory lane, and there's also been a lot of dope older songs that a 23-year-old like myself never even knew about until seeing you and the RC bring it up. Insults and shame were used to attempt to trigger him, and upon seeing his response, a user adds, "Crook's calmness and rationality is something to behold." On that, another adds, "Very good response, Crook. You also work, and so does Royce, with many other artists and producers. People need to do better research before making statements." And guess what? Nothing about this comes from a place of love. The user that started it got triggered instead after Crook's response with this rage reply. "How you look defending Eminem even though he hasn't did ish for your career. It's only white people defending what you're saying. Where's all the upcoming Crooks? And you don't even got your own lane. F it, be the next proof and end up broke defending Eminem." That escalated quickly, don't you think? And speaking about burner accounts, like we discussed earlier, perhaps we just found one. I'm thinking someone that 50 once referred to as Jerome. I'm not accusing anyone, I'm just suggesting. And someone took the time to research. I went through that person's Twitter replies, and they are full of hate. What that life must be like to live with all that hate inside and spewing everywhere. They might think they are happy, but it's not true inner joy, and that is sad. It's no wonder Dr. Dre said this about Eminem in that Netflix documentary.
"My gut told me Eminem was the artist that I'm supposed to be working with right now, but I didn't know how many racists I had around me."
And Lupe Fiasco may be the next target for people like this as we head to the next topic today. A tweet from 2016 about Lupe Fiasco resurfaced on Reddit recently, where in response to a tweet that's now unavailable, he makes a revelation. Yup, him and Eminem are the only two rappers to ever make me seriously consider quitting rap. Actually did with Cannibus. And in reaction, based on how things turned out between Eminem and Cannibus, a user expands. "Cannibus never got his chance to shine, but he came out of left field talking mad-ish about all the artists who could have gotten him to blow up, and that got this response. He also accused Eminem for ghostwriting LL Cool J's Cannibus diss, and on Lupe's tweet, it is quite similar to what Eminem said about Tretch in past interviews.
I didn't write a rhyme for the entire summer. I said this on the Ice-T documentary, but this is real. I didn't write for an entire summer, and Proof was like, yo, man, he's good, but you gotta keep, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
and
right.
I was just like, but I'll never be that good.
And perhaps Lupe's news from last week had something to do with this. Another clip resurfaced of Lupe giving props to Eminem on Reddit. Old video of Lupe Fiasco saying, "I can't F with Eminem, but I got everybody else covered."
I'm feeling better than Eminem, and I feel better than... Nah, I'm just joking. I can't fuck with Eminem. But I got everybody else covered.
And that got this reaction. Yet another respected name in the business that gives M his due. Yet certain hip-hop heads can't do the same. Laughing emojis. That will be all for today. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.